Have you ever imagined waking up one morning, buying a lottery ticket without thinking much about it, and then, by the end of the day, your entire life has changed? Millions of people across the country dream about that every single day. And yesterday, in Massachusetts, that dream was closer to reality for some very lucky players. The Powerball jackpot was massive, lucky for life, promised a lifetime of income, and thousands of tickets were waiting to reveal whether someone had just struck gold. Today, we're going to talk about the results from August 25th, 2025, the numbers, what they mean, and just how big the payouts could be. So grab your ticket, sit back, and let's see if your numbers came up. The Powerball drawing happened on Monday night at exactly 10:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Those white balls rolled out one by one, and here's what they landed on. Just imagine what that could mean for your winnings. Take a second and check your ticket right now. Are those numbers staring back at you? Because for someone out there, this is more than just a set of numbers. It's the key to an entirely new life. Now picture this. A man in his 40s, still in his work uniform, stops by a small convenience store in Boston after a long shift. He's exhausted, maybe thinking about the bills piling up. On a whim, he grabs a Powerball ticket. Fast forward to last night, he's sitting on his couch, drink in hand, half paying attention to the TV as the numbers start coming out. The first number matches. He sits up. The second number matches too. Suddenly, his heart is pounding. When that final Powerball, 22, pops up, his entire world changes in an instant. That's not just a dream for someone. It's happening right now for a real person. That's the magic of Powerball. And just so you know what's at stake, we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. That's not just life-changing money. That's quit your job, buy a mansion, travel the world money. Imagine logging into your bank account and seeing so many zeros, you have to count them twice. Imagine paying off every single debt you've ever had, helping your family, and still having more than enough to never work another day in your life. That's why these games just keeps coming, like your own personal paycheck for doing absolutely nothing. Imagine waking up tomorrow and getting a call from the lottery officials saying, "Congratulations, you've won Lucky for Life." At first, you'd think it was a prank. You'd probably laugh it off. But then, it sinks in. It's real. Suddenly, all those financial problems disappear. You can buy that dream house, start that business you've been planning, help your family, donate to causes you care about, and still never have to worry about bills again. That's what this game is all about. Security, freedom, and possibilities beyond your imagination. So right now, take a look at your ticket. Do you see those numbers? Do you have 16, 19, 34, 37, and 64 with a Powerball of 22? Or maybe you're holding 01, 04, 12, 17, and 20 with a lucky ball of 06. If you do, your life just changed forever. Alright, let's keep the excitement going, because Powerball and Lucky for Life weren't the only draws last night. Massachusetts has more chances for players to win big, and if you're someone who loves daily games, then the numbers game is probably one of your favorites. It's simple, it's straightforward, and it happens twice a day. So if you didn't hit the jackpot on Powerball, maybe this is where luck smiled on you. For the midday draw on August 25th, the winning numbers were 0, 2, 5, and 3. That's right, 0, 2, 5, 3. If you had that exact combination, you just landed a nice payout. And for the evening draw, the winning numbers were 9, 0, 1, and 2. Simple, clean, and just 4 digits standing between you and some serious extra cash in your pocket. Now, the numbers game might not turn you into a millionaire overnight, but let's be real. Who wouldn't love a few hundred or even a few $1,000s showing up unexpectedly? For many people, that means paying rent without stress, clearing a car payment, or maybe treating the family to something special without checking the bank account twice. Think about someone sitting in a small kitchen in Worcester, sipping on coffee while checking their midday ticket. It's been a rough week. The bills are piling up. And then, bam, those numbers match. That sigh of relief. That moment of pure joy, that's what makes these smaller games so meaningful. Sometimes, it's not about winning millions. It's about that little boost that changes your week. your month, or even your whole year. Now let's move on to Mass Cash. If you played last night, you know how exciting this game can be, because it's another one that draws daily at 9 p.m. The winning numbers for the evening draw were 03, 12, 21, 23, and 34. 5 numbers that could be the ticket to a sweet $50,000 prize if you match them all. That's no small change. 50 grand can clear credit card debt, cover a wedding, or fund that dream vacation you've been planning forever. And the best part, it's a game that gives you better odds than some of the bigger jackpots, so your chances of walking away a winner are higher. Picture this: someone in Springfield, sitting on their porch on a warm summer evening, scrolling through their phone to check the Mass Cash results. They read the numbers once, then twice, then a third time because their brain can't believe it. All 5 numbers? A perfect match. Suddenly, they're calling their best friend, screaming into the phone. Neighbors probably wondering what the excitement is about. That's the kind of energy these wins bring. Pure happiness, no strings attached. And if you thought we were done, think again, because Megabucks was also in the mix last night. This game doesn't get as much national attention as Powerball or Mega Millions, but for Massachusetts players, it's a local favorite, and for good reason. The winning numbers for the August 25th drawing were 09, 27, 33, 35. 6 numbers that could unlock a life-changing prize. Imagine hitting all 6. That's not just luck. That's destiny stepping in to rewrite your story. Now, let me paint you a picture. A woman in her late 60s, retired, sitting in her favorite armchair with a cozy blanket and a small notebook where she writes down her lottery picks every week. She doesn't play for extravagance. She plays because it's fun, because it gives her something to look forward to. Last night, as those numbers come across the screen, 09, 27, 33, 35, 39, 40, she starts checking them off one by one. When she realizes every single number matches, tears start streaming down her face. This isn't about yachts or private jets for her. This is about security, about leaving something behind for her kids and grandkids, about never worrying about medical bills again. That's the real power of these games. For some, it's a wild dream. For others, it's a ticket to peace of mind. Now, as we're talking about these numbers, let's take a moment to think about what draws so many people to these games. It's not just the money, it's the hope. It's that tiny spark of possibility that makes even the toughest day feel a little lighter. That's why millions of people tune in every week, every night, just for a chance. And here's the thing, those chances aren't just reserved for someone else. It could be you. Someone watching this video right now could be holding the winning ticket. And in that case, congratulations. You just became the star of your own story. And before we move on, let me say this. If you didn't win this time, don't feel discouraged. Every draw is a new opportunity, and sometimes the journey is half the fun. Just make sure to play responsibly, because these games are meant to bring excitement, not stress.